As a music producer, my main goal is to write nice melodies. I don't care about playing the piano perfectly, I don't want to play live, I just want to create great melodies in my studio. However, because I never learned the piano, never practiced for hundreds of hours, I now have a disadvantage. You know, when I want to write a song in, say, E minor, of course I can look up the notes. It's okay. I can try to remember that. But it never feels good to me. I'm always in my head and I think, okay, what are the right notes again? When I play that note, what is the next note? And how can I create a certain mood or atmosphere in that scale? It's always thinking, and I want to be in flow. I want to be able to explore. I want to find the right note at the right time, and I don't want to think about music theory. So it's all a bit frustrating, but I'm a programmer, so I made a solution for myself and now I make it public. If you are a professional piano player, this one is not for you. You can stop the video now. But for all the rest of us, I promise you, this will be a ton of value. So here's my new tool, MelodicFlow 2. It's a MIDI plugin and you put it between your keyboard and your synth. And what it does is, it takes the MIDI notes that you play on your keyboard, it generates new notes from them, and then sends these notes to your synth. For example, you can use it to make sure that all the notes you play stay on scale, even if you hit the wrong key. At the top you can switch between different operation modes, and each mode is useful for a different scenario. Let's start with white keys jam. I'm sure you all know this trick. The easiest scale to play is C major, because C major is all the white keys on the piano. And now you can play any scale that you like on the white keys. Simply pick a scale here, like E minor for example. And now you can play it on the white keys, starting from the middle C. When you play a note, the keyboard over here will highlight some keys. The fully colored key is the original note that you play on the keyboard. And the small box over here is the note that MelodicFlow generates. There are over 300 scales, so you will always have fresh ideas for your songs. You can always transpose the octave up or down as needed. The second operation mode that I want to show you is the scale bender mode. You pick a scale and now MelodicFlow makes sure that all the notes you play stay on scale. So if you hit the wrong key, MelodicFlow will play a scale note instead. This mode is perfect if you basically know a scale, but you want to make sure that you don't hit the wrong key if you are playing in front of people, for example. You can also use it for a nice little hack. Let's say you have a melody from a MIDI pack. You send it through MelodicFlow. MelodicFlow converts the input, and now you have a melody that is perfectly on your scale. Magic! Okay, the next mode is the mood board. You can use it to create melodies that match a certain emotion. For example, you can use it to go from a happy mood to a sad mood and then back. You pick a scale again, and now you can jam on the white keys starting from the middle C. But how do you pick a mood? You simply press a black key and MelodicFlow will pick 3 notes for you that match that emotion. You can play on these notes now, and I recommend to play each note at least once. This will make sure that your listeners can identify the mood correctly. For example, let's press C sharp. This will load some happy notes. If you press C sharp again, MelodicFlow will load a different set of notes. Let's listen to some examples. The next mode is the piano player. It's another mood-based mode. But this time you simply alternate between 2 different trigger notes and MelodicFlow will generate a melody for you. For example, alternate between D and E to create a happy melody. Or F and G for a sad melody. There are also 2 extra notes. The C will play the root note of your scale, and the A sharp will play a stable note that is close to the last note that MelodicFlow generated. You can switch between different playing styles over here. The last mode is the advanced mode. You can use this mode to play melodies that fit to your existing chord progressions. The basic idea is this. You play your chord progression on the lower octaves of your keyboard, and then you jam on the white keys of your upper octave. When you do this, MelodicFlow will automatically harmonize your melody to your existing chord progression. I made a complete extra video about this mode to explain it in detail, and you can find it in the manual. MelodicFlow contains a set of 8 different pages that you can use to play with different modes and settings. You can click on the buttons to change the page, but you can also press the lowest keys of your keyboard to do that. And there's also a built-in MIDI recorder. It works like this. You press play in your DAW, then you play on the keyboard, MelodicFlow records all the notes for you, and when you press stop, you have a final MIDI file. You can drag and drop that MIDI file to your DAW then, and edit the notes as you like. Alright, these are all the basics to get you going. I also recommend to check out the manual, because there are different setup guides for different DAWs, and there are also some more details about the modes. And I wish you a lot of joy with MelodicFlow. See you next time.